Italy have failed to qualify for the 2026 World Cup, and this is not a one-off. It's the third consecutive World Cup that the Italians will be watching from their couches. I mean, an entire generation of Italian talents have never even once played at the World Cup. The nation that gave the world Buffon, Totti, Del Piero, Maldini. Something's gotta change. And that is why the Italian FA have come to me with a top secret assignment. Project Italy. The mission is to build the next generation of Italian footballers from the ground up, from scouting them, developing them, turning them into world beaters, and eventually taking Italy back to the World Cup for glory. And here's how this project works. We've been given complete control of Serie B club Pescara. Every player I sign, every talent I develop, every kid I pull out of the academy must be Italian here. Now, of course, this is a secret project, and the Italian FA aren't just gonna let us go to the World Cup with the team we built. We have to earn our spot. For that, we gotta win the Scudetto with Pescara. And don't forget, we're only gonna get 3 attempts. 2026 World Cup, Italy haven't qualified. We don't even have a squad for that. There's 2030, 2034, and finally 2038. But we're not gonna give up until we make Project Italy successful. The job begins now. Season 1, and as you guys can see, we don't even have a squad. And since it's early days of Project Italy, we haven't proven anything yet. We're starting off in the Serie B. We've been given a budget of 1 million euros, which I guess should only be good enough for academy stuff. Now, the positive thing, the Italian FA have given us a 5-star scout, but we're gonna have to be so reliant on him. This is literally the first time I've got an empty squad, and we're gonna have to build it from the ground up. One thing we do gotta decide, though, is what direction we're gonna build our squad. What formation do we want? Now, if you look at the great Italian teams of the past, they've always had incredible defenders to build the team around. The foundation of Italian football is the defense, but I don't want to go complete anti-football with like a 5-at-the-back system. Let's build something interesting, a 3-4-1-2, more attacking. We're gonna have wingers. Now, for season 1, our goal is to just complete our squad. And this is convenient. We do have quite a few players in our academy. Okay, wait. Why is our most talented player Japanese? Osagawa, man. Couldn't you have applied for the Italian passport or something? Because now we're just gonna have to release you, bro. You're not Italian, you gotta go home. But at least we've got a left back here, Simone Mancini. Looks like he has good potential as well. I guess he's gonna be the first player coming into our team. Ooh, Francesco Bruno is someone I like. 61 overall. Promoting him to the senior team as well. The others over here are a bit too young. Okay, already our new system is hurting us a bit because Mancini had trained to be a left back, but we're gonna have to play him as like a left midfielder. Lost a couple of overalls for that. But hey, the kid has still got talent, and we're kind of desperate for any players we can get right now, so we'll take that. At least we've now got a couple of players in the squad, but it's now time to begin our scouting project. Now, I'm really hoping the hunt for the goalkeeper is gonna be quick so we can move on to other positions. Remember, we've only got this one season to build up our base squad, and we need like 18 to 19 good players. They need to be capable of winning the World Cup in the future. By the way, guys, we're officially starting this challenge right after the World Cup where Uruguay managed to win. Fair enough, Fede Valverde, I guess. Italy, of course, didn't qualify for this. But yup, now exactly 4 years later, I'm kind of hoping we'd have earned the right with this Pescara team to be at the World Cup. Of course, that might be a bit too ambitious, because first we need to build up our squad, then get promoted to the Serie A, then win the Serie A, and that's when we get to take our players to the World Cup. I think we shouldn't be focusing on that big goal just yet. Let's keep things simple, sort out our squad first. I'm not gonna lie, boys, it wasn't difficult at all finding a goalkeeper. Filippo Serra, 64 rated, solid potential. Let's sign him up. And we've even got him some competition here in Nicolas Conte. He's a bit better, 65 rated. And slowly but surely, it looks like we are building a squad. We've now got 4 out of 18 players that we officially need. Alright, with the goalkeeper sorted, we move on now to the centre-backs. And since we're playing a 3-at-the-back system, we need quite a few. Now, first round of scouting, and I'm not really seeing any players I like. And this is bad, because every month that we waste and not sign players, we're gonna struggle to build our complete squad. Also, you might be thinking, why don't I just hire another scout? Well, the problem is, in this game, you can only have a scouting project in one country at a time. I don't know how much this is gonna help us, but we found a 14-year-old kid. Potential is crazy, and that's the only reason I want to take a bet on him. But I feel like I might need to sign a player with not the best of potential just to fill up the squad. And that for me feels like Enzo Martinelli. Wait a minute. Why is he 67 rated? That might be the highest rating I've found in an academy player. He's just not got enough potential, but maybe we can make that work. Guys, I'm just not happy at all with the players our scout has brought us. I'm literally just going to be able to add Enzo Martinelli into the team. We only just have 5 out of the 18 players we need to build a complete squad. You know what we could do? do is try and find maybe centre-backs as well as centre-mids. Try and knock off a couple of positions over these next few months. And talking about midfielders, we have found one. Eduardo Ferraro. Crazy potential. 64 overall. Let's get him in. And this guy, Elia Alfonsi. Crazy overall. A bit low on the potential side. But you know what? Solid squad depth. And now we're talking, boys. We've basically sorted out the midfield position. 7 out of the 18 players we need. I'm still struggling for centre-backs, though. And I guess all we needed was to just be a bit patient. Because Fabio Palmieri, 66 rated centre-back. Insane potential. That's what we need. Also, Alessandro Alfonsi looks really good. Potentials there already at a 55. He is only 14. We'll still sign him up. Guys, it's a bit crazy that we're already in March. And we've still only found 8 out of the 18 players we need. I think this month, whatever happens, we just need to wrap up the centre-back position. And okay, I found Gabriel Bruno here. Looks pretty darn good, to be honest. I know he's a CDM, but we will sign him up alongside Alex Casade, 15-year-old kid, but left back. He is giving me a bit of Paolo Maldini vibes. I guess to fill up the squad, we will sign him. And okay, he might not be the next Maldini. I just converted him to a centre-back. His overall got crushed. Now, I did the same with Gabriel Bruno. His overall went up. I knew that was going to happen because he's 6'3", built to be a centre-back. Let's promote him. Okay, not just that. There's this Umberto Conti guy who's just turned 16. Right mid position. There's absolutely no talent here. But hey, we need players to fill up the squad. Let's promote him. And okay, we're now up to having 10 players in our squad. Finally, at least the defense is complete. But there's still a lot of work to be done. We're now going to spend the remaining months to hunt for attacking positions. That's what's left. And you know what? This kind of feels like the problem of Italian football, man. Just can't seem to scout good attackers. It was kind of easy getting the midfielders and defenders, the goalkeepers. But like this Pellegrino guy is the best attacker I've found so far. It's awful. We're already now in May, which means we've only got 2 scouting reports to complete our squad. At this point, I think I just got to stop looking at potential. Just try and fill up our squad. But okay, we've gotten quite lucky. There's Giuseppe Esposito here. Up to 91 potential. Already 61 rated. I'll take it at this point. Now we've got a couple of right midfielders to choose from. I think we got to go with the player who's got a bigger ceiling, more potential. We'll sign this guy, Rosario Giordano. Also, we've gotten super lucky. Damiano Piras. He's gone up by 5 overalls this season. He was in the academy from the get-go, but also now he's good enough to get promoted. We will do exactly that. The same with Giordano and Esposito. With that, we've now got 13 out of the required 18 players we need. Is there any way we can get Alfonsi, Casade, or Rossi to just get up to 16 so we can promote them? Because man, do we need the extra players. And here's the final scouting report we have. And I guess it's always good to see an Italian named Ferrari, especially 61 rated with that kind of potential. Let's sign him up. To be honest, we need another striker. Alex Mariani. He's not particularly good, but we just gotta sign him up right now. Now for the other positions though, they're all like 14-year-olds. We don't need them. And these other guys are all right wingers. Okay, wait, this Simone Coppola guy, we could convert him to like a cam if we sign him. Let me try that. Well, his overall kind of got cooked, but we will still promote him. We've got Ferrari, though, to be the starter. He comes in. Mariani as well. Now, somehow, we have managed to build up a full first 11 of just Italian talents, but we fell short with the bench. 16 out of 18 players that we needed. Now, in the academy, there is Casade, who could end up turning 16 soon. We promote him, and we should be fine. But as of now, we don't have a squad that can compete next season, because we got to start playing the Serie B, trying to, of course, get promoted to the Serie A. But okay, wait a minute. As long as we can sort out our squad before the first game of the Serie B, I think we should be fine. Okay guys, this might save us, because for Season 2, the Italian FA have given us 3.5 million. Looks like they want to help us complete our squad. Now, since the season begins in less than a month, I don't think the Academy is going to be useful in completing our squad. And the players we've got in the Academy, they're still super young. I guess we're going to have to sign some Italian talents. I reckon if we can bring in like a striker, possibly a centre-back as well, that should do the trick to at least complete our squad. Now, we're going to try and make sure to bring in young players. And I think I found a really good option. Andrea Natali by Leverkusen has got really solid potential as well. And for about 1 million euros, we're making our first signing of Project Italy. Now, the only thing left to sort out is a young striker. I would have loved to sign Francesco Camada, man, but we just don't have the money. I'm thinking, could we maybe loan him from AC Milan? And here we are meeting with Mr. Allegri to plan this out. If we do like a loan to buy, a couple of years, and we set like the buyout clause at 3 million, I know we don't have that money right now, but we will in the future. And okay, it's been counted at 3.3 million. This works. And now we've got him joining Project Italy. I did expect to be signing a player from AC Milan, but we've done some financial engineering to pull this off. Also, my boy Alex Casati has turned 16, so we can promote him. Now, that officially means we've gone up to 19 players in our squad. It's taken us almost a year, but Project Italy is finally complete. We now have the next generation of Italian talents. That's now our first task done, to just build the squad, but we're already in 2027, which means we're only 3 years away from the World Cup. Now, I want to take this team to the World Cup, but firstly, they're just not good enough. They need a lot more growth, and also the Scudetto for us to get the entry with this team. But for now, let's forget about the Scudetto. Let's just secure promotion to the Serie A. We ended up finishing 11th with the talent we've got. Negative goal difference as well. Okay, I think I have figured out the problem. It's the wide positions. Giordano as well as Mancini, clearly not good enough. But still, centrally, this team has improved so much. In goal, we've got Conte, who's up to a 75. Natali, who we signed, he's grown really well. The Ferraro and Ferrari boys are also cooking. Kamada up top, bro. He is kind of insane, up to a 74 overall, as well as our top scorer this season. I want to build Francesco Kamado as the hope of Italian football. Now, we do need to settle his buy option, but I don't think it makes sense to do now because our budget for season 3 is 4.2 million. If we sign Kamada permanently now, we're not going to be able to improve our team this time around. And here's my strategy for Kamada. We're going to settle this deal next season when hopefully we'll be in the Serie A with more money to spend. That's the play. Already we've made a fantastic deal on this because look at his market value, up to 11 million. We've really cooked AC Milan. Meanwhile, I have found a really good Italian talent I want to sign. Nicolo Fortini, plays for Fiorentina, 72 rated, but a bit out of our budget. To be honest, boys, I don't think Simone Mancini has that much potential. The same can be said for Umberto Conti, who we're getting about 230k for. I'll take the cash. Okay, this is annoying, man. Mancini rejected all his transfer offers. I kind of need him sold if I want to sign Fortini. Oh, finally, I was able to sell him. And there you go, boys. Project Italy keeps getting bigger and grander. Fortini is joining Pescara. I'm really hoping we can now make our first steps with Project Italy, getting, of course, to the Serie A. Because don't forget, in 2 years, we've got our first World Cup attempt, 2030. And as things stand, I don't think we're going to be able to take our squad there. But hey, we're getting through the season now. Let's just forget about that. It's baby steps first. Let's focus on getting to the Serie A. Now, that's what I'm talking about, boys. Project Italy finally making a bit of progress. We finished 5th in the Serie B. I don't know how we didn't secure direct promotion. Because hey, if you look at our team, man, it's starting to look really nice. Kamada up top, what a hero, up to a 79 overall. Fortini has been a tremendous signing too down the left. Oh, the Serie B playoffs are completely different. We're gonna have to go through quarterfinals first. I think we should be good enough to at least get through the quarterfinals. So let's see if we can do that first. I can't believe it, man. I genuinely can't believe it. It feels like we're already preparing our Italian team to bottle playoffs. That all but confirms that our Project Italy is not going to be going to the World Cup. In fact, not only that, the Italian FA are pissed and want to pull the plug. And I'm not surprised, boys, because we just got humiliated in the Serie B. But at least they're willing to give me 1 more year. If we can get to the Serie A before the World Cup next year, they'll allow Project Italy to continue. We're now in season 4 and enough is enough. We gotta get this team to the Serie A, man. Honestly, the only weakness I see right now is that right mid position, probably the cam spot as well. But I'm not sure with 5.5 million we can really improve much. Because first thing we gotta do is settle the buy option on Kamada for 3.3 million. Without a shadow of doubt, we're making his signing permanent. Also, we do still have Alfonsi from the academy who's finally turned 16. I guess we'll promote him to the senior squad. Okay, we may have way too many centre backs. But honestly, at this point, I'll take all the squad depth I can get because we somehow need to get to the Serie A to keep Project Italy alive. End of the season and we now have our first couple of players above an 80 overall. Kamada being one of them. Also, bro, 25 goals from him. I think he's actually good enough to be called up for the Italian national team already. Probably even Eduardo Ferraro, who's up to an 81 overall. But I can't believe this, boys. We still couldn't get automatic promotion. We're gonna have to go through the playoffs where if we get knocked out, Project Italy ends. Now, the good news is we do directly get to the semi-finals of the playoffs. But come on, man, we can't bottle it. I do think our team is more than good enough. But we lost the first leg. This is ridiculous. If we lose this second leg, just like Italy, even I'm not gonna get to go to the World Cup. I don't want that happening, man. We've got to survive this. And oh my days, the relief. Just about we managed to get through. And we've now got the playoff final against Cagliari. We win this, Project Italy takes a big step and we're going to be in the Serie A. Hang on a minute though. Kamada and Fortini, they've been called up for Italy. I should be happy about this, but they could have done this after the playoff final. Now I'm not going to have them for this big game. 67 rated Mariani is going to have to play. And for left mid, it's Piras. Bro, that is such a big downgrade and I'm super worried that we're going to lose. Bro, this honestly feels like a bit of a sabotage from the Italian national team. They don't want our Project Italy to be representing at any point at the World Cup. So they've now taken our best players away. I mean, that is crazy. And it could end up costing us. We might not end up getting promoted. That's going to be Project Italy disbanded then. But you know what? I still think the other players have got talent. That's why they're in this team. Can we make it to the Serie A? The big moment. Oh my days, we can. They took away our best players, but we still come through. Wait a minute, guys. The job is not done yet. There's a second leg. Honestly, boys, the Serie B is so complicated, man. I don't want to be in this competition. Just get me to the Serie A. And thankfully, just about we go through. We finally now entered phase 3 of Project Italy. We're in the Serie A. The Scudetto is now our goal, so we can hopefully enter the next World Cup. Now, by the way, for the 2030 World Cup, Italy did qualify. Already, it feels like we made an impact. Because look at Kamada, played 6 games, scored a goal as well, couple of assists. And Italy actually did quite okay getting to the quarterfinals. It was Portugal who ended up winning, fair enough. But you know what, guys? I really want to be in control of Italy for the next World Cup. This squad has got 4 years to prepare for that. Was hoping we'd be getting more money though, because just 9.6 million. But I guess that should still be good to go all in on maybe a right midfielder, because I do feel like that's what we're lacking right now. Now I found a player I really like, Seydou Fini, 24-year-old Italian, a lot of pace, but he's a bit out of my budget. But you know what, guys? I think we need him. He's only 24, which means he'd be at his prime come the next World Cup. And this is perfect, boys. I'm trying to offload a couple of our centre-backs, 1.45 million for Filippo Rossi, another million for this Gabriel Bruno kid. Now that money has just about helped us sign Seydou Fini. Our team now does look good enough to hold its own in the Serie A. Of course, the goal is within the next 4 seasons to win the Scudetto, so we can of course enter the World Cup with this team. I'm not expecting to do that this season. It's going to be a bit of a grind, but what I want to see this time around though is some solid growth all round. End of the season and I'm not happy that we finished 13th. Again, still with a negative goal difference. But hey, at least we didn't get relegated back down. The important thing is growth, and I am seeing quite a bit of it. Kamada being the big one, 87 rated now. He's already World Cup level. Eduardo Ferraro as well up to an 83. Fortini growing up to an 81. But I feel like a lot of our other youngsters, they are kind of reaching their limits. It's going to take time for them to grow beyond it. And that's because not all of the Italian youngsters we signed in that first season were super talents. Some of them were just bang average players that we just signed to fill up the squad. I kind of feel like to win the Scudetto, we need to sign some of the big Italian players. And being in the Serie A does mean that we are getting some bigger budgets to work with, 21 million. Honestly, with that, I do feel like we need to bring in a really good centre-back, because none of our young talents are giving me Chiellini or Bonucci vibes. Natali has been like the only player who's grown and is decent, but he needs help. At some point, I would love to sign a player like Pietro Comuso to our team. I guess for that, we're gonna have to get close to winning the Scudetto, Champions League money and whatnot. But now I feel like a top talent that we could sign is Giovanni Leone, 78 rated centre-back playing for Liverpool. That's the kind of talent we need to grow. And yup, this season I'm going all in on Leone. Now it's a good thing we signed Giovanni Leone, because he's our first centre-back that's crossed an 80 overall. But all round, it feels like growth has been a bit muted. Apart from Kamada, Ferraro, we're not really seeing that much of growth. I don't know why. I guess it's because the team is overall not delivering results in the Serie A. Again, 13. We've got just 2 years until that 2034 World Cup, and it does not look like we're going to be earning that World Cup entry, because to win the title, I feel like the team needs a lot more. Now, the good news is that our budget has been increased this season to 29 million. I think now that our secret project has started to produce players for the Italian national team, the FA are willing to back us more. But yeah, I don't want it to be just these 4 going to the 2034 World Cup. I want to take this entire squad with me. For that, we're going to have to try and win Serie A. Oh, and now our budget will finally allow us to sign some ballers like Christian Komoto. Why does he give me Pirlo vibes? Easily should be growing really well for the next 2 World Cups. Oh, but his market value just shot up, man. It's gonna be a real struggle to afford him. And oh wait, they accepted 26 mil. How did that happen? It feels so good to now be able to sign serious Italian talents. Now we just got to make progress towards winning the league. And maybe, just maybe, we could be taking our team for the 2034 World Cup. Looks like 7th is where we finish, our best result yet. Okay, we're still like 20 points away from winning the title, but this is really good progress, especially considering the growth we've just had. Conte, our goalkeeper, is now 84 rated. Natali finally crossing that 80 overall mark. In fact, apart from Esposito and Alfonsi, every player in our starting 11 is 80 plus rated. The only thing that's annoying me is that we're one season away from the World Cup, and that means if I want to take my Project Italy squad to the World Cup, every single player on here, we're gonna have to prove ourselves by winning the Serie A, which I'm not too sure. We're still lacking in a few positions, but this is where the Italian FA are coming up clutch. They've given us 100 million euros. I think they've seen enough progress from us, building up this team from the ground up and now to 7th in the Serie A. They want us to try and win the Scudetto and take our spot at the World Cup. I mean, we've just been given a rare opportunity to complete our squad with the best Italian talents. Someone like Pietro Comuso. Now, bringing in Comuso did cost me 70 million, but I remember before, I did say that I wanted to sign him. And look at that, boys. It actually puts our defense in a really good spot. I mean, I'd be happy taking that back line to the World Cup. Every player in our first 11 is now 80 plus rated. But I'm not done yet, though. Currently, we've got a squad of 22 players. And don't forget, to go to the World Cup, you do need 23. And I've just found Thomas Campaniello, 78 rated striker. Nothing too crazy about him, but it's good squad depth and I do feel we need it. Oh man, it's been 8 seasons of building up our Italian team from the ground up. And now as long as we win the Scudetto, we get to enter the 2034 World Cup. This is the moment we've been building up towards. Have we won the Serie A? And yes, we have. Pescara at the top. Oh man, what a grind, man. 8 seasons in the work. And to be honest, I'm not surprised we did it, because look at the amount of growth we've had in the team. Kamada up top, 93 overall. Ferraro, 89. This team looks competitive, man. Even the bench, we've seen quite a bit of growth, like Bruno. That is now phase 3 of our Italian project complete, and now it's time for phase 4, winning the World Cup. We're now taking charge of Italy. It's time to finalize the call-up, and of course I'm picking every single player that we've built here at Pescara. Now this does mean that we're not going to be allowed to use some big Italian players like Bastoni, Donnarumma, Sandro Tonali, and a lot more. And to be honest, I think this could really work. We're going to have this team play the same tactical system that we used at Pescara that won the Scudetto. But oh no, we've just been given the group of death. Brazil, Morocco, and the US. That is a ridiculously difficult group. Here we go, boys. If we start off strong with a win against Morocco, it could really help us get out of the group. And there you go. We sneak away with a 1-0 win. Ooh, Kamada suspended against the US. And without him, we just got destroyed. And wait a minute. That basically means we need to get a result against Brazil. Otherwise, we're out of the World Cup. Project Italy would be an absolute failure. Come on, man. Even a draw I'll take. I just want to get to the knockouts. Instead we get a win. This actually gives me hope. How have we drawn Germany though in the round of 32? That is so rigged. I feel like the system is against us, but then again, to win the World Cup you've got to beat the big teams. Can we do it? No, man, not this way. On penalties, that to 9-8. And of course the Italian FA are furious, but they are willing to give us another chance. 2038 World Cup, it would be our last opportunity, but it's come at a price. They want me to prove myself by winning the Champions League first, and I guess we've got 4 seasons to pull that off. Now, the good thing is, because we won Serie A last season, qualified for Champions League, we've now got a budget of 120 million to spend. And that means we can now look to sign some of the best Italian players that don't play for our club. That way we can have them for the 2038 World Cup 4 years later. Because remember, we were not allowed to call up players like Donnarumma for the last World Cup. But technically, we can now do so. 91 rated Donnarumma. There's also 89 rated Bastoni. But there's a problem, guys. I think time is up for this generation. Both of them are probably going to retire by the time we get to the World Cup. There's no point for us to sign them. Okay, now I have found a couple of really good players from Roma, starting with Nicolo Pisili, 84 rated. I know he's 29. It is going to be a bit of a stretch getting him to the World Cup, but I feel like we need a bit of experience in that midfield. Okay, this is crazy. How do Roma have an 87 rated centre-back this good? Right now it feels like I don't have the money to sign him after signing Pisili. But yeah, we're going to keep him on the shortlist and get this signing done later. For now, we're going to focus a bit on our squad depth, and a signing like De Pieri should be solid for that. And this guy looks like a baller, man. Look at that hairstyle. 79 rated Simone Fontana, a 24-year-old playing in the Bundesliga for Mainz. I feel like this is where we lost that last World Cup. We had nothing coming from our bench, but now De Pieri's there. Komoto's been dropped here with Pisili starting. Oh, wow. 20th is where we finish in the Champions League. I mean, how on earth are we expecting to win the World Cup like this? Well, okay, we knocked out Barcelona on penalties. But we got knocked out by RB Leipzig. Round of 16 was our limit this season. Although there's been some solid growth in our team, Ferraro being our second 90-plus rated player, I feel like before the World Cup, if we can have 5 90-plus rated players, we should have a good chance. Now, I did say last season that we need to bring Esposito to our club. This is a defender I wanted last season. We didn't have the funds, but we do have now, and we're signing him. Okay, this time we finished 10th in the Champions League, getting through the playoffs, and the round of 16 as well against Monaco. Oh, but Bayern Munich knocked us out in the quarters. We've got 2 years to the World Cup, and I feel like we've run out of options to improve the team because we've basically got the best Italians in the world at this club. Well, okay, I found one player, Simone Bafundi, 5'5". I'll just sign him up because he'll be a good backup cam. Even our bench now is practically 80+ rated, man. The depth we've got now here in Italy. And honestly, I do think we've run out of signings. 2 years now to prepare for the World Cup. I just want to get that Champions League though sorted so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Bro, we still can't get into the top 8. I guess it doesn't matter because we've knocked out Como in the playoffs. RB Leipzig in the round of 16. Liverpool in the quarters. Okay, this is giving me hope. Oh my days. We destroyed Atletico. Pescara, basically the Italian national team, is in the Champions League final. We beat Leverkusen here. We've proven the Italian FA that this team can win, and we'll be booking our spot for the World Cup 2038. Okay, boys, I'm not surprised we made it this far. We've now got 5 90+ rated players. And honestly, if we can just win the Champions League now, we'll have 1 full season just to focus on growth, preparing for the World Cup. Can we book our spot for World Cup 2038? Yes, we can. Komoto coming on, the super sub. And now just 1 year left of the World Cup. I just want to try and get a few more players up to that 90 overall. And now just 1 year left of the World Cup. I just want to try and get a few more players up to that 90 overall. And this is it, boys. We've reached right before the World Cup. 7 Italian players are now above that 90 overall. Kamada, of course, is the leader. And this is it, boys. Our final attempt at the World Cup. 12 seasons in the making. Do you know what? This time we've gotten a rather easy draw. Slovenia, Japan, and the US. I don't want to seem cocky, but this group should be good warm-up for this Italian team that we've built.
Oh, really?
Why do I do this to myself? How on earth have we not beaten Japan? Guys, if we bottle the World Cup, my 12 seasons of hard work building up this Italian team will just go to total waste. But okay, we're facing the US. I know we're gonna win. And oh my days, this too is a draw. But if we beat Slovenia, we should still end up going through. Oh my days, the relief. 3-0, the result we needed. Somehow, even after 2 draws, we managed to top the group. That's what I'm saying, man. We got really lucky with our group. And even more lucky with our round of 32 draw against Jordan.
A few moments later.
How did this game go to penalties, man? We're really testing our luck right now. Oh no, the tournament gets serious now because we've drawn France. I'm wondering, boys, in 2038, do they still have Kylian Mbappe? Don't think so. The only real player I can see right now is Buardi. Okay, there's Chevalier as well. Malo Gusto. Ooh, Desiree Doué in his prime. I don't want this to be the end of the video, man. All the hard work to get knocked out in the round of 16, nah, it would be brutal. I do believe our team is ready for this. Can we knock out France? 1-0 win. Oh my days. This is now giving me hope that we can go all the way. And these are the nations left in the World Cup. There's South Korea, Portugal's there, Spain as well. I feel like we've gotten really lucky to draw South Korea. Let's make the most of it. And we do destroy them. And now it's only Belgium in our way. If we beat them, we're most likely gonna face Spain. Come on, let's knock Belgium out, make our way to the final, and yes, we've done it. I feel like since we knocked out France, we haven't conceded a single goal at the World Cup. We've waited 12 years to make this happen, boys. Grinded all the way from Serie B, scouting players from the ground up. And oh man, now it's Lamine Yamal in his prime who's ready to stop us. The one thing that makes me nervous about this game is the fact that we're using a 3 at the back formation. It could be a recipe for disaster against Lamine Yamal unless we defend really well. Right now, though, we're on the charge here with Kamada, who's turned his man. And the first goal in the World Cup final is our number 9, Kamada. I didn't really expect to be in this position 6 minutes into the game. But now I guess we just got to do the most Italian thing ever. Drop deep and just defend. To be be honest, on the counter-attack, we are like a Ferrari. He's on the ball right now. Seeing a bit of space for Esposito, who's broken through. Should be able to score off the crossbar. Are we going to regret hitting the post there? That should have been a goal. You know what's crazy, though? We're 12 years into career mode, and Pedri, Lamine Yamal, Fermin Lopez, they're all still playing and dominating for Spain. How insane is that? Especially Lamine, man. He really scares me. Oh, we're so far dealing well against him. And right now, we're using space to attack with Fortini. Now it's Kamada, the goal scorer. We know how good he can be. Turning his man, going for goal. He is absolutely insane. 94 rated for a reason. Okay, at 2-0, I feel pretty comfortable. We've not been able to attack all that much in the second half, but the team has defended the clean sheet really well. That's what, of course, the Italians do. Okay, Spain, stop this, man. Stop this now, and Spain have scored. Okay, but it's the 89th minute. If we just keep our composure, we're going to be champions of the world. And yes, boys, we've managed to do it. 12 years in the making. Literally, the team that won the World Cup here started off in the Serie B. What a journey this has been. Scouting the talent, signing the best players. But in the end, I think we have saved Italian football by bringing Italy to the top. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you'll enjoy another one of my World Cup challenges. Click here.